Kia ora, greetings, g'day, hello and welcome back here with another Q&A on SAS Reality Check. So let's jump back in. Hi Joe, I really appreciate the content you've been putting out lately. It's been a massive help as I navigate my selection prep. I'm reaching out because I've run into a bit of an issue with persistent shin splints and lower back pain that's been bothering me for the last couple of weeks. I'm struggling with the internal battle of training through the pain on one hand. Of training through the pain. On one hand, I know selection is designed to see how you perform when you're broken and hurting. So part of me feels like I should just suck it up and keep hitting my miles. I don't want to arrive on selection having babied myself and lost my edge. Okay. On the other hand, I'm concerned that if I keep pushing at 100%, I'll turn a minor niggle into a dream-ending injury. What was your experience with this? Did you go into selection 100% healthy, or is everyone carrying something? I'm trying to figure out the line between building mental toughness by training through pain and just being reckless with my longevity. Is there a way to maintain my conditioning while offloading the affected area, or do I just need to trust the work I've done and rest it completely? I don't want to be the guy who makes excuses, but I also don't want to be the guy who fails because he was too stubborn to heal. Thanks again for your time and all the help. Cheers. Well, okay. Bit of stuff in there. So thank you for the query, for the question in the first place. Battling through internal battle of training through pain on the one hand. Okay, yeah, you're right about selection designed to test you, how you perform when you're broken, stressed, etc., tired, hungry. Should I just suck it up and keep hitting the kilometers or the miles you've got here? Don't want to arrive on selection having babied yourself and potentially losing your edge. So, don't want to turn a minor niggle into a dream-ending injury if you keep pushing. What was my experience with this? So for me, I didn't have any major injuries going into selection. I think I've spoken about that on the Go Always a Little Further channel with other Q&As. So I was very fortunate. I rolled my ankle a few weeks before selection or pre-selection started, but it was just a rolled ankle during a basketball game. Come down, I think I landed on somebody else's foot and just did one of those ones, really rolled my ankle. It swelled up fat. I was pretty annoyed. It meant that I had to take it easy. I couldn't go out do any running or any heavy pack marching. But by that stage, I was pretty much into my taper anyway, so I wasn't looking to do anything heavy. But it turned out just fine. I could move on it, and it wasn't at the forefront of my mind, put it that way. Like by the sounds of things, your shin splints and lower back pain seems to be which has been bothering you for the last couple of weeks. So that was my experience. I wasn't carrying anything major. Did you go into selection 100% healthy? Pretty much. And you've got here, or is everyone carrying something? I can't speak for everybody else. Other people may have been carrying injuries and niggles and may have still got through, or they may have been niggles and injuries that, caused them to not make it through. So I can't speak to everybody's experiences on that. You've got here, I'm trying to figure out the line between building mental toughness by training through pain and just being reckless with my longevity. You've got here. Is there a way to maintain my conditioning while offloading the affected area? So shin splints, back pain, two key areas in terms of lower body, upper body, basically, even though you've got, was it low back pain? Yeah, lower back pain. Really important, your core and your legs or your pistons, whatever you want to call them. Is there a way of offloading? Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of things you could do to minimize the impact. You could be using a rower, you could swim, you could use a bike, you could use a ski erg. I don't know how much pressure that might put on for you, like the pulling down. Same with the rower, reaching forward. There's a cross trainer, those cross trainer elliptical machines that you could use. Swimming, again, I think I already mentioned that anyway, but there's a number of things. The Airdyne or the assault bike, still getting some lower body, upper body, that would help. All of those things would help take stress, pressure off your shins, off your joints, and more than likely off your back. Also, I suppose maybe go and get it checked out, like if it's something that maybe is just way out of whack for you, go see a doctor, go see and get some scans or something done on your back if need be. Shin splints is just one of those things. Try to stretch those, massage and roll them as much as you can. I think every soldier gets shin splints at some stage in their career, or I don't know of any infantrymen who have never got shin splints. And I think even guys that are in the regiment would still get shin splints from time to time, but they just, same for me. I got shin splints, you just manage it. It'll go away. Like, I found that they go away after time. Sometimes it means, you got to maybe warm up a little bit more, or warm up a bit better beforehand, or warm up first before you start moving with the pack and stuff on. I usually only got shin splints when I was doing pack work. I never got shin splints just doing PT or anything like that, or just running in shorts and t-shirt sort of thing. So there are ways to offload it. So you could do that, or do I just trust the work I've done and rest it completely? So that you've really answered that other part there, which was going to be my third part. So you could do some other options to offload it, go get professional advice, guidance, or just rest it completely, see how you go, which you've really answered there. I don't want to be the guy who makes excuses, but also don't want to be the guy who fails because he was too stubborn to heal. So yeah, good point there. You know yourself better than anybody else does. I appreciate and respect that you've reached out for my take on it. I've given you my honest experience. I wasn't carrying any major injuries going into selection. I can't speak for everybody else, whether or not they're carrying something going in. I had a little niggle with a sprained ankle, which I'd done several weeks before going on to selection, but it didn't cause me any issues. I didn't think it caused me any issues at all during my selection in NZ. Before I went into the Australian selection, I don't recall having any injuries at all before going on to the Australian selection. So call it good luck, call it, good luck again in terms of my timing of it, or my approach towards selection. But I can tell you that I trained every day. I felt like I put in a good amount of work every day, 2 days on top of serving as a soldier full time. So maybe it was just purely just one of the lucky ones, or maybe I wasn't training hard enough. Who knows? But hopefully that helps anyway with regards to your question in and around training through injury. I suppose in summary, with you knowing your body better than myself or anybody else, if something feels off and it doesn't feel like a little niggle, or it doesn't feel like just some muscular pain that you can work through, and given a few more minutes, it'll probably warm itself up and work itself out of your system. If it feels completely contrary to anything like that you normally can work through, then probably best to go check it out. And if you don't want to go check it out, then it may be best to just give it some good rest and find alternatives to try to still keep the wheels spinning, so to speak, keep greasing the groove train, so to speak, whilst that injury, or those injuries in this case, your shin splints and lower back pain, heals up a bit. So anyway, thanks again for your time, and for anybody that stopped by here. That's all I've got for you today. As always, that being said, the message is the same. Regardless of any challenges, trials, difficulties that you or somebody you know may be going through, my experience is, and it's critical, that you just keep turning up, keep staying in the fight, keep putting one foot in front of the other, and take one day at a time. Be kinder to yourself too, also helps. And acknowledging and understanding that if you want things to get better, my experience is they 100% can, they do, and they will if you want them to. So just keep at it. The sun will shine again. There are better days ahead, and those better days are always closer than you and I think. So stick at it. As always, go always a little further. Remember, who dares wins and who cares wins. And until the next video, there is a big mana wave coming from me to you, filled with my aroha, respect, appreciation, and gratitude for you all.